Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a repotting video today. I have so many small propagations, were once propagations, that need proper soil. They're mostly all in perlite, and I thought I would do a little Q&A. I had some people ask me some questions, and then I think I'm just going to make up some own questions myself. So I just want this to be a chill, cozy repot with me video. Okay, I don't have the best potting station set up, so I'm just going to kind of repot right here on this bench at the end of my bed and show you what I'm doing. My cat Junior is joining us today. We mainly have a bunch of Hoyas, and I just brought my Hoya mix inside and my cocoa chips if I need some. These are some of the repots in question, and all of the others that are getting repotted are on this table, so we have a lot. Okay, first up is Hoya RHM 009. It was a propagation, but I'm going to keep it in the same planter, but it had a cloche on it, so I had to pot it down deeper. So one of the questions I got asked was my Hoya propagation methods. I would have to say 100% perlite. I always use perlite. I've tried sphagnum moss. It works well, but it's hard to get the roots out and then getting rot and all that because it dries out so fast. I haven't had much success with soil other than my linearis. Water propagation for certain ones, I feel like Croniana is one that I tend to try to do water props with, but 95% of the time it is perlite. Squeeze her out of here. Okay, I feel like you can see a little bit better what I'm doing down here. I always just put some of the mix into a separate container and use out of that till I run out. This is her again. She sunstresses this red. You can see way better with my front camera, but I am sorry I have to use the back camera to see myself and if I'm even getting myself. So I love this Hoya. I'm actually repotting two of the RHM 009s today, so everything that's loose, it is like 95% perlite. I just need to raise her up and give her some more room. And I think she will enjoy this chunky mix. The mix I use is orchid bark, cocoa core, cocoa chips, and perlite. It's like way too big of orchid chips in there. I'm gonna put some perlite back in there so she's not too shocked. Another question I got asked was plants that are a no-no for me, that I stay away from, and I would say alocasia. I don't like alocasia. I'm just not an alocasia girly yet. And I do not like calathea. I don't like them. I'm not a big fan of Dracaena, snake plants. Yeah, I mainly stick to my epiphytes, aeroids, Hoya, philodendron, ripsalis, epiphytic cacti. There are some succulents that I do like. I like burrow's tail, and then messems. I really love messems, which are mimicry plants, if you guys didn't know, like lithops and baby toes. They're very interesting plants to me. Yeah, I also like ferns. I couldn't say that they like me. The epiphytic type ferns like me. The maidenhair ferns. I'm on my 3rd try with one, but that is okay. What else do I stay away from? I think that's pretty much it. Pothos. I don't really enjoy pothos, regular pothos. I do like Cebu Blue. I love Cebu Blue. I like Epiprinum albo, the Cebu Blue variegated one. I like Monstera. Yeah, I would say basically just Calathea and Alocasia. And then there's like the succulents that I didn't name. But other than that, I feel like I stay strict to my epiphytes. And this one is done. I'm gonna put this one back in the cabinet. Okay, 1 down, 100 to go. Another question I was gonna ask myself, I guess, is where I'm from. I am from West Virginia. Is there any West Virginia planty people on here? Would love to know. I don't have like any in-person planty friends that are like, you know, a planty friend. Like when you're talking to somebody and they're like, oh, I love plants, but they're not like, no, I love plants, you know? But I'll meet somebody and they're like, oh, I love plants, and then they'll have like a few pothos, and I'm like, that's great, you know, that's great. Everybody enjoy what they enjoy, but I need somebody that I can talk for hours about Hoya and philodendron with. But yeah, I am from Charleston, West Virginia, a very, very small town and state. Most people think it is Virginia. No, there's a whole entire state called West Virginia. So, to clear things up, I feel like I also have a country accent when I'm on video talking. So, I don't know why that happens. Maybe I'm trying to be a little bit more proper. Next, we are doing Hoya fungi because it has no drainage because I was propagating it. Look at the algae on that. This was in my acrobar, so I'm going to give it some drainage, not necessarily upsize it. One of the other questions someone asked me was what is like my, I guess, holy grail plant, like if I lost my entire collection and had to repurchase one plant. I feel like it would definitely be Hoya linearis. That's my favorite. It's always my favorite. Hoya retusa comes in a very close second, but probably my linearis. I love linearis so much. She is about to bloom for me actually, which is surprising because I just revived her back to life. So I'm very excited for that. Sorry to be bringing you up and down, up and down. Hope you're not dizzy, but this is the way I have to do it because I don't have any like filming supplies. I just have my phone and a makeshift tripod. Another question I'm going to ask myself is my other hobbies other than plants. My other hobbies are, I really like fashion and like thrifting. I love boots. I'm a big boot girl. I also really enjoy collecting vintage cameras, film cameras. I'm sure you can see in the background some of them. I have a whole display over here of film cameras. I recently just got into sewing. I really just like art, anything arty. For Christmas, I got a bunch of jewelry making stuff, like how to like properly solder jewelry, like a soldering kit, so I can like make my own bezeled rings. And yeah, I really love jewelry. And then of course Another hobby would be my animals. I have 5. I have 3 cats and 2 dogs, so I don't know if that's a hobby or just a love, but yeah, I love my babies. Okay, Hoya fungi is going in the same size cup, just with drainage. Okay, Hoya fungi is done. This is my workstation right now, which is crazy because I usually repot like on a big potting mat on the floor so I don't get everything dirty, but I wanted to make a video. But she is done. She's looking a little worse for wear because she's been in the grow cabinet and I have neglected her with underwatering. Next up we have Hoya pachyclata ex parasitica. It's putting out a new leaf, so I don't want to repot, but I've just put it off for so long that I just need to. It is the same situation as the other one where it's just been rooting. It was a propagation in perlite and has algae now and no drainage, so I keep checking the Q&A, but I literally just posted it, so I don't expect anybody to see it. So I only had 3 questions from the one I posted previously, so I answered those. So I'm just gonna kind of make them up as I go. I figured a good one will be my favorite artists. First and foremost, I am a Swiftie through and through. Don't get it twisted. I also am a big Nirvana fan. I actually just thrifted like my White Whale, the original Nevermind vinyl. It's over there right now. It's like precious to me. Fleetwood Mac, love Fleetwood Mac. Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Drake. I really love Drake. So yeah, foremost I am a Swiftie through and through. Then I would say Nirvana, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Fleetwood Mac, and Drake. Those are the ones that come to the top of my head that are just I'm always listening to. What are your all's favorite bands? Any Swiftie or Nirvana fans out there? Or watching? Alright, we got the root ball out of that one. I feel like another good question would be what got me started into plants, and of course, probably like many of you, COVID was a big reason. I first started with succulents, I feel like, as many of us do, and then I got into tropicals, and then I fell down the Hoya hole. The rabbit hole that is Hoya. And also something about just like collecting plants that I can't explain to other people is like when I get a new genus or variety of plant, it is so enjoyable for me to do research on that like very specific genus or variety. I think it might be a little bit of the know-it-all in me. Like, I get so mad when I don't know everything about something. That goes with like basically anything in my life. Like, I'm that friend that everybody jokes about that's like knows a random fact about everything. Like, put me in trivia at a bar, I'm winning. Just point blank period. I just know random facts about stuff that is not important. I need to know important stuff like math, but I don't. I know important stuff about bees and plants. But it is very like, I don't know, it's like therapeutic for me to like get a new genus of plant and like read blogs and where they're native from, their like natural environment, and just know everything about that plant. And I think it's just so cool to be able to, that we are able to have these plants in our homes and grow them. And I feel like to non-planty people, they don't understand that aspect of the obsession that I have, because I feel like people are like, you have like a lot of plants and stuff, and how do you care for all these and stuff? And I'm just like, it's honestly fun for me. Like, it's not a chore. Like, they're like, I would kill all these, I would like suck watering all of them, but like, this is therapeutic for me. Like, sitting here and doing these little repots. I mean, kind of like videoing is making me a little nervous, but this is just like what I like to do. Like, I'm always just, my favorite thing to do is just piddle around and do plant chores. It is my favorite pastime. Okay, Hoya pachiclata ex parasitica is done. Also, after getting into the plant hobby and finding PlantTube, like, I didn't know there was other people that were like obsessed like I am. And then like finding out about IKEA greenhouses and just grow lights and stuff like that, and just, I don't know, I feel like I owe a lot to the plant community on YouTube. My favorites when I was like starting out was like Harley G. Like, Harley G, if you ever stumble upon this, like, I love you, I'm your biggest fan. Wild Fern, of course. Basie Plants, Benji Plants, Jacqueline's Jungle, like, just all great informative videos. There's so many that I watch. Let's Talk Hoya podcast, I love them. But yeah, there's just, after getting into the plant hobby and then finding PlantTube and other like people that did this was very, very helpful, encouraging, and taught me a lot of other things. Next is Hoya tingonjensis. I don't know how to say that. This has recently got burnt under my grow light, those two leaves right there, and I'm very scared. I don't even know if I should just put a cloche back on it or repot, but it's well rooted, so I think I'm going to repot. I'm really scared about this one. I love this plant. Okay, here we go. I feel like the lighting is a little bit better over here. I need to pull my hair up. Another question I've seen other plant tubers, I guess, discuss is like the current state of plant collecting and PlantTube. That looks ridiculous. And yeah, I agree. I don't know why it has gone down so much. I feel like everybody just forgot about these amazing little creatures. Like, what are you doing? I guess after the COVID wave and everybody kind of like fell out of love with it, I don't know what happened. But yeah, I feel like there's definitely been like a big die down in the plant collecting hobby. I don't know why. Like, did you guys forget about all these special little beings? I don't know. I have my weeks or days where I don't feel like doing plant chores or it's overwhelming and stuff, but I feel like it always finds a way back to me. And it's just something that I love so much that I can't even explain to other people, like, when I'm talking about it. I don't know if there will be a day where I don't have plants. I genuinely cannot see that for myself. I'm sure there might come a day where I minimize, and like maybe when I have kids minimize, but I feel like I will like get back into the hobby always, and I feel like it holds a special place in my heart. So yeah, I'm not sure why the plant community, plant hobby in general is diminishing. I don't even know if that's the right like language, but like lingo. This one is scaring me. I don't think it has rot. I think the grow lights just zapped it. Well, maybe that side has rot. I don't know. I'm gonna put a cloche back on it after I repot. I just shook some of the perlite off and there is new growth. I don't know if I wanted to disturb it. I feel like a light repot won't hurt her. I'm just nervous for this one. I think I'm gonna add some cocoa chips in this one. If anybody has any care tips on this variety, please leave a comment. It's supposed to be like the easier serpents. I've never had a serpents, but I need some guidance, please. Also, not a lot of people know, other than like my closest friends, that I even have this hobby. I don't think anybody knows that I have a YouTube channel. I don't even promote it on anything. Like, I'm way too scared to do that. I post on other social medias like TikTok and Instagram, but no planty content or anything like that. So this is kind of like my little outlet for planty content. But other than that, yeah, nobody knows about this YouTube channel that I have, and nobody knows, like, other than the people closest to me, that this is a hobby that I have, that I'm like very obsessed with. The roots on this one look good for the most part. I can tell some of it had gotten dry rot. Yeah, I'm a very bad underwaterer, but the rest of it looks healthy, and I'm going to put a cloche bag on it. Okay, that one is done. It is looking a little worse for wear right there. I hope that doesn't cause rot for the entire plant. But we have new growth over here. So I'm thinking of just putting a cloche back on it and hoping for the best. Two other hobbies of mine that are pretty big that I forgot to mention is I'm very big into vulture culture, I would say. Oddities and curiosities. I like to collect bones and wet specimens. Yeah, it's a little creepy maybe for most people. I have a little shelf for all my oddities and curiosities. When people come over, my boyfriend begs and pleads me not to show them, but sometimes I can't help myself. I have a bunch of like wet specimens, bones that I've collected from hiking, bugs. I have a lot of dead bugs. These are all ethical, by the way. I've never killed anything. Yeah, I really enjoy that. I love it so much. And another, I guess, hobby adjacent I have is I am a huge TV buff. Like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, like I'm just a very big TV and movie buff. I love Marvel, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, the list goes on. Pretty much any genre of TV show I am in love with. Next up is Hoya rosita seedling, which is different than a regular rosita. I think UPT created this. I could be very wrong about that. But the leaves are pubescent, and it was a prop that needs to have drainage now. Top wish list plants, I feel like this would be a good question, would be Begonia, Thurstonii, or Oldmore, either one of those. I would like Hoya leucantha, any lance leaf Hoya basically. I also would really love a new variety of Rhipsalis. The one that like twists, I think it's Paradoxa, I'm not sure. And there's another one that I really want. Oh, Anthurium pallidiflorum. Yeah, those are my top wish lists as of now that I would love to have. I would love to have more plant friends, like in-person plant friends. I've tried to convert many, but nobody gets quite as obsessed as I and we are on YouTube. So if anybody on here wants to chat or trade or just talk about planty things, please let me know. I would also, one of my goals is to grow my channel into like a good little community of us planty people, and maybe I can make like a little Discord for us to chat on, and we can even talk about non-planty things or planty adjacent things. I was so scared for years to make a YouTube channel, but after making one and seeing that we're literally all the same here, like we're all here for the same thing, it has been really encouraging, all the nice comments that I get, and how everybody is like a friend in the plant community. The plant community is like one of the best communities ever, because I am on Reddit and a lot of communities can be very harsh, but the plant community has just been all around so nice and lovely. And yeah, so I am very glad I started a YouTube channel. I don't care if I even keep my subscribers, like 200 subscribers that I have now, like as long as the people that are watching enjoy my content, then that is all that matters to me. And 200 planty friends is a lot of friends. This one is done. That is Hoya Rosita's seedling. Next up is this beast. I'm scared of him. This is Hoya RHM 426 with ginormous leaves in this little tiny Dunkin' cup. So I need to find a pot for him. I feel like it's a him for some reason. I feel like most are girls. This is rare to have a him. This is quite an upsize. I typically don't do this. I would rather just keep it in the same size pot, but I have faith in this one. This one is a monster. So another good question I feel like are my like planty goals in life. I guess since it's plant related, that sounds kind of silly talking about planty goals, but I would say first of all, I would love to have like my dream home. Me and my boyfriend bought this house in 2021 and I'm very thankful and grateful for it, but I would like a little bit more room, a plant room in particular. And another goal would be to have everything like organized the way I want it perfectly. Like honestly, Wild Fern, she probably thinks I'm her stalker at this point, but the way she styles her plants is impeccable. It is so beautiful. It looks so like clean and aesthetic and planty and just the right amount of jungle vibes. And she has so many plants. I don't know, whatever's in her water I need to drink, because I don't know, it's just everything about her setup is amazing. I would love another Millsbo, but I don't live near an IKEA. Yeah, and I would love a Bits Joe shelf as well. And other than that, collection wise, I would really like to focus on the plants that I have now. I'm not downsizing, but like really giving love and attention to the ones I do have, and only getting plants that I know that I absolutely love and admire. Yeah, not just willy-nilly buying plants if I see them, or if there's like a good sale or something, which I will do if there's a good pot. But this is like just one ball of root. Like I don't even know where the soil is. I don't want to just pluck it out of here because it's all root. That is neglect. I just had to torture this out of that pot. I broke off a lot of roots. I hope it recovers. When I do an up pot like this in a bigger planter than I was hoping, I always like to put one side closest, not in the middle, so I can see the new root growth if it's doing well or not. I really love all of Rick's Hoyas, Rick Moyer. That's all the RHM varieties. They're all have been such good growers for me. I haven't bought any from him directly. I've gotten all of mine in trades or in sales online, but he does have a Facebook page and all of his Hoyas are great. I don't remember what this one was crossed with, but I need to go back and look because these leaves are like as big as an obovata. No, bigger. It's such a pretty Hoya. And that one is done. Probably gonna get a trellis for this one. You can see my makeshift tripod back here. It's embarrassing. I still have a lot I need to repot, but that is all the time and storage that I have for today. Thank you if you watched this whole video, and if you have any other questions you want to ask or get to know me a little bit better, please ask below and I will answer. And thank you for watching. This is always the most awkward part that I'm still not used to, but please subscribe. That's what I'm supposed to say. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.